Hey guys, hello everyone. A little feedback from our team for now from us. This is Dimitri, the 3D modeler who did the final modeling of the frame. Evgeny, who volunteered as our test pilot, is now trying to destroy this frame.
The killer pilot,
So far he hasn't succeeded. Let's hope he will. And at least we'll know where it might break. So far it's not working. And at least we'll know where it might break. So far it's not working. Here are the birch trees, spruce trees, and the windmill.
Haven't you tried hitting a wall yet?
Well, we'll be trying to hit a wall with the Chinese frame because the material might be different, right? So here we don't know what the result will be.
Hello everyone. Finally, a full presentation of the F&O Gerridae frame, also known as the waterstrider. Dimitri and I have finished all the finishing touches and the first batch already ordered is on its way to us. We tested the layout on 3D printed models to compactly arrange everything, allowing cable routing for peripherals and power wires. You can install a mini stack with a 20x20 mount or a flight controller in the I/O version. Video systems have universal mounts targeting the O4 unit with a 20x20 mount for other digital or analog video transmitters. As a result, in the implementation you will be able to place a mini stack with a 20x620 mount, or a flight controller in the AIO version. For video systems, universal mounts are provided. The main target is the Ultra unit. For the rest, a 20x20 mount. For any other digital video transmitters or for analogs. The camera mount is designed to be as versatile as possible due to the 3D printing, so you can place any type of camera you want. Yes, the O4 unit camera will fit perfectly, just like the transmitter itself. In the target configuration, the battery is intended to be placed transversely. Yes, the O4 unit camera will fit perfectly, just like the transmitter itself. In the target configuration, the battery is intended to be placed transversely. There were such questions in the chat, so I'll answer everyone here right away. This arrangement allows you to gather the entire mass as close to the center of gravity of the device as possible, which in turn reduces the load on the motors. Plus, this arrangement frees up space for an action camera and a GPS module, which are placed on the top deck. As for the motor mounts, there are strictly 12/12 holes. Yes, I know some would prefer larger ones, but we decided to keep the frame in the category of mid-sized motors. Fewer holes in the beam means more strength and less chance of bending the motor out of its mount. In the center of the frame between the beams there is a seat for the receivers. The original dimensions suit the Radiomaster RP4TD receiver, and smaller ones will fit. A 3D model is included for reliable placement, accommodating most receivers. Between the front posts, mounts for the capacitor and an option for the O4 unit back are available. This is crucial for 6S setups. Antenna mounts on small frames with long tails wear out quickly. This is particularly relevant when using 6S setups. As for the antenna mount, experience has shown that on such a small frame, antennas on a long tail tend to wear out much faster than everything else. So, the plan is to hide the antenna in the protective casing and shorten it. To do this, the user will need to carefully remove part of the tube. There will be enough space in the frame for wire routing. The mounting points and beam supports are designed to prevent the beams from spreading apart during multiple crashes. The mounting points for the stack and the flight controller are as independent from the beams as possible. The more boundaries there are between different environments, the fewer parasitic vibrations will directly affect the gyroscope.
So how is it? The surface is smooth, almost like the finest silk or a calm sea. It feels incredibly smooth too. Responsive.
absolutely.
Quiet. Cute. Quiet.
Yeah, I'm cute. Did you happen to notice that particular thing over there? Just staying in one place without moving at all? It's quite fascinating how it resembles a really narrow and tight race, isn't it?
And this is on 4C.
Wow!
Listen, seriously, just please. I'm telling you, it's so smooth, right?
What exactly is happening now?
Oh my damn, that is surprising!
Just look at how really very smoothly it goes. Just look.
And right now, it's on the default settings for me, so I haven't changed anything.
So, guys, what are your impressions of the new build? Overall about the frame and how it flies in different variations? Genya,
It's gorgeous, just stable, smooth, responsive, solid, mainly solid, because I fly pretty aggressively. Well, to put it simply, testing it is just a blast. Really awesome. Dima, what's your opinion?
The maneuverability is excellent. After I took it, even without top plate, it's actually very hard to handle.
after the 5, what are your initial impressions in your opinion? Well, comparing
Smaller, more compact, and efficient.
Will, replace your flights?
It's much easier to control than the 5 because the 5 is heavy. It's easier to lift and to stop during sharp descents.
And what about the flight time for you?
For the 4S, I flew for about 8 to 9. And on the 6S, it's about 11, 12 minutes.
Overall, I think it's quite fine. You're doing it perfectly.
That's if you're flying like a pancake.
You need fewer batteries, but they end up flying longer. Genya, how does your flight time compare with the 5s and 6s?
Well, I don't save time. Well, there are a lot of batteries, as they say. Yeah, there's enough throttle and everything. The way you set up the camera is how it will perform. What I like about it is that, first of all, if you set it to 45 degrees, it really flies just as well as the 5. Well, in terms of power,
I saw you using it like a blue whoop.
you can also use it as a blue whoop, and you can use it however you want. I'll say this, I haven't seen anything more stable yet, especially with closed trials, honestly. Well, I compared some small details. Well, you can compare it to the Mobula. With the small one, because it also has some little tendencies, very strong ones. This is not a blue whoop.
Here.
Well, it's a fantastic thing.
In short, everyone is thrilled.
Yeah, yes,
Would you recommend it for others? Yes, of course.
it's worth a try. Well, if a person tries it, they'll say yes. Yes, 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 that's it. We're stopping.
But by the way, after the 5, you fly a lot on 5s too.
Yes.
Either or, what would you choose? So I chose to fly now. We need to shoot something outside.
It depends on where. It depends on what for. For tricks, I'll definitely take this option. Well, why the 4? Because it's definitely easier with the flights. There's much less weight. Less eagerness.
What about thrust? How is it?
About the thrust? Yes, great choice.
Especially on 6S, you mean?
Yeah, flies great on 6S. I have less than 4S. I have all 6S. That's why it pulls just like the 5. That's why I didn't see any difference.
Well, and in terms of time, you get more than on the 5s, I think.
Yeah, same thing. I don't drain the batteries all the way. 3 to 6 is in vain.
You don't really fly with it much, anyway.
I'm just afraid it won't come back. After I fly a bit more. Just a little bit, and that's it.
So far you've only had antennas as consumables, right?
Yes. No props, of course.
Oh, yeah, props.
There are a lot of props,
Props are already considered consumables by default, so it's just a habit.
With the antennas, they've already improved that. They've made a shorter version.
Well, that's true. Now, with the short version, here it is. Here's our team. The frame is ready. It will be available for sale soon.